In their latest report, UN scientists are warning we are on course for devastating changes to our climate.
As humans, we're able to affect our environment catastrophically, as we've seen in climate change. But also we are at the mercies of that environment. And so when we behave poorly in that environment, when we drive climate change, when we start to impinge on natural ecosystems, we then start to reap the damage of that.
Global health and global warming are actually interrelated because changes in climate are actually causing changes in the migration of species, in the susceptibility of people in places where they weren't exposed to these pathogens.
So for me, I think science sits at the heart of understanding those systems. These are very complex systems, understanding our impact on them, and then understanding how to mitigate, limit or stop that impact. And actually, for the case of climate change and for global health, we have to reverse that damage. So I think the big areas where the UK and Canada can work really productively together are on those big global challenge questions. So I think certainly climate change, decarbonising our economies and our societies is of critical importance, but also on multilateral diplomatic agreements to make sure that we keep those environments, whether it's space, oceans, climate change, all of those environmental aspects, that we make sure that we are being thought leaders in the world.
So the collaboration between Canada and the UK has a long history. In fact, many of the great Canadian scientists were trained in the UK, and many of their own trainees have gone back to the UK. So there is a deep relationship in many fields. So as a scientist, I always have hope for an improved world, for a better world. The world we live in is fascinating and complex, but science helps us uncover it, helps us make it better. And if we look at the past 100 years, science has certainly met our expectations. So I have great hope through science.
For me as an astrophysicist, I sort of step back and I look at a universe that's 13.9 billion years old, and the universe is a pretty hostile place. Our planet is this beautiful paradise that we live on, that if we can get on together, if we can protect that environment, we have a really beautiful place in the universe to live.